Respected chairpersons, moderator of the session, and all the learned audience, a very good evening. Assalamu alaikum. I must pay my gratitude and thanks to Bangladesh Society for Intervention for giving me the opportunity to present case in BD Intervention 2021. My title is Misfortune Never Comes Alone. It is a patient of 52 years old gentleman who is a father of a physician, and the physician took his father to my chamber. He is a diabetic, hypertensive, and having class 3 angina for last 3 months. Hemodynamic was stable, and he has history of hospitalization due to unstable angina 1 month back. No history of recent fever, cough, or any other respiratory complaint. ECG showed STT changes in anterior leads beyond to V3 and equally well good LV systolic function. So it is a case of chronic coronary syndrome, diabetic, hypertensive. I go for evaluation of CAG, and CAG showed left main is free of disease, LCX minor disease in the mid part, non-dominant, and there is a significant lesion in proximal LAD involving the ostium of the big diagonal, Medina 1-on-1 lesion. And the lesion of the LAD also extends beyond the origin of the diagonal. It is significant. And RCA mid part, proximal part also showed a 70% significant concentric lesion and dominant RCA. So it is a double vessel disease, and route was distal radial route. And I plan to intervene the patient and counsel the patient party and in distal radial approach. Cannulate the diagonal left system by EVU 6 French guide catheter and wet both the diagonal and LAD. And we go for predilation into 15 into 2 into 15 millimeter balloon. Then I go for LAD stenting, and it is a 2.75 in 38 millimeter regulating stent, and stent deployment in progress. And but after LAD stenting, the big diagonal was a bit pinched and TIMI flow decreased. So I recrossed the jailed diagonal wear and post dilate the stents, LAD stent, and go for kissing balloon inflation, KBI. After kissing balloon inflation in LAD and diagonal, there is also a significant dissection in the osteoproximal part of the diagonal. So I plan to go for default approach, tap technique, giving an stenting into the diagonal, putting a balloon into the LAD, and final kissing was done. And this is the final result with good optimal result. And then I go for PCI to RCA, engagement of the RCA by Judkins right 6 French guide catheter, and a floppy wire was parked distal to the RCA. But suddenly patient developed bradycardia, hypertension, and chest pain, symptomatic unstable. And there is something haziness in the proximal part of the RCA also. And after the cine, there is a big dissection, an ugly dissection in the proximal part of the RCA. So I managed to take a diagonality stent 3 into 48 millimeter, covering the whole of the dissection part as well as the lesion. Then stent deployment in progress. And post dilation by 3.5 into 12 millimeter NC. And this is the final result.
Dr. Saqib, can I ask you a question? That is, when you, in the LED stenting, you placed 2 wires in the diagonal, one and one in the LED. But when you place a stent, it was how much proximal from your LED, from your diagonal? And what is the strategy when there is a big side branch? Even though I am planning for single stent strategy, but because there is a chance of side branch obstruction in the stent placement, what should be your principle?
In single stent strategy, if the diagonal, there is a big side branch and side branch is also diseased, then in crossover stenting in the diagonal, there is more than at least 8 millimeter stent proximal to the carina. Proximal to the carina. And in this, in my case also, the proximal stent is more than 8 millimeter.
Professor Fazlur Rahman wants to see your angio once again.
Sure, sir.
He has a special interest probably in your case. Chairman.
This is the left system angio.
Next. Yeah, you see 111. And diagonal big branch, but lesion is within 5 millimeter.
Lesion is osteo.
Thank you, Saqib Shahriar, for your nice presentation. Can I ask a question, please, sir?
Probably presentation is not completed.
Yeah.
My strategy was initially single stent strategy, provisional single stent strategy. When there is a after stenting, diagonal flow is decreased and significant plaque shift. So I recross the wire and kissing balloon inflation. And after KBI, osteal part of the diagonal is dissected. So I go for
next step.
Then I keep it as it KBI.
Yes. Oh, Saqib, it's a very good case for modified gel balloon technique.
Gel balloon, yes, sir. Yes.
One is only within 5 millimeter of the ostium, having significant lesion. So it's a very beautiful case for gel balloon technique.
You can see that.
I totally agree with you, sir.
Yes.
I know I'm not too much agreed with that one, because the plaque burden in the diagonal branch, and which has happened actually after KBI, you have seen that the ostial diagonal has been dissected. So it means that even after gel balloon, also if you have seen that you will see a dissection there in the ostium. So you'll have to put a stent.
Yes, sir.
So it's not like the plaque shift only. The plaque was there in diagonal. It was not, there was no IVUS there, so we can't say that one, but plaque was there. And that's why after KBI, you have seen that so much dissection is there that you are forced to go for a second stent. One stent, provisional stent study has turned into 2-stent study, right?
That's right, Professor Saidur Rahman, but our practice is to keep a gel balloon in crossing the lesion, meaning that I shall not
modified gel balloon. Yeah, modified gel balloon technique. But again, you will have to, but if you see that the flow is jeopardized in the side branch, then the modified gel balloon means what? That whenever you will have a flow disturbance or slow flow or no reflow in the side branch, then you have to balloon it, right?
Professor Saidur Rahman, gel balloon technique or modified gel balloon technique, it is the primary object. Yeah. I do not do it after stenting the LED. I shall have to keep the balloon before stenting in the LED. Yeah. And simultaneously, I will inflate the gel balloon as well as
that's I'm telling that you are ballooning it, Dr. Mir Jamal. I'm telling that you are ballooning it means that this vessel, this special diagonal here, had got a propensity to be dissected. That's what I'm trying to tell.
That you cannot say before the
before that. But I'm predicting that one. That's what I'm telling, because even after kissing balloon inflation, it should not be that much dissection. There should not be that much dissection.
Before doing any balloon, I can't say that this will cause dissection. This will not.
No. That's not possible. I'm telling for this special case. For this case, specific.
Mir Jamal sir, I have one question regarding the gel balloon technique.
Yes.
So if you have a plan to do the gel balloon technique,
yes,
do you want to predilate the side branch?
No, before the procedure, I shall not predilate. I shall inflate the balloon as well as the stent.
Initial predilatation. Then when I put the stent through the main branch, then I will put the gel balloon there. That is the issue. So initially, if I predilate the lesion, is it contraindication for gel balloon?
If I predilate the lesion initially, then there may be dissection. Then what is the question of keeping the gel balloon? Gel balloon is kept only to preserve the side branch ostium, so that there should not be loss of the side branch. To preserve the side branch patency, gel balloon technique is there.
That's fine. But sir, this patient fulfill all criteria of gel balloon. If the ostial involvement of the
wonderful audience and case presenter, you did a great job. Now I'm requesting Professor Khandekar Shahid Hussain go for next case, please.
Thank you, sir.
Because we are already 1 hour lag behind for our schedule.
More than 1 hour.
Next presenter is Dr. Harshi Lahoti. The topic is stent thrombosis in left main region. How image